Is Gears of War Emergence Day going to be a flop incoming? Now, am I excited for Gears of War Emergence Day? E-Day looks insane and I am a huge Gears of War fan, but the pressure is on for this project in so many ways. We have seen past iterations of Gears, be it Gears of War 5, 4, and if you want to go back to Judgment Day, if you want to touch on that have been okay, that have been decent. But this return to Gears of War form in a prequel type of way, this is heavy. This is actually personally something that I have been clamoring for quite some time. And it scares me to know that this game is going to be a reality. Because again, I want everything to go well, but golly, man, I hopefully they put respect on Gears of War, period. And it's called Gears of War again. I love it. I love it. I love it. But again, mind you, the pressure is on for this title. I know you clicked on this video as a fan of Gears of War. I have to ask you at home, what makes you a Gears fan? What brought you to Gears? For me personally, the story of Brothers in Arms is just something that doesn't get old. And then as well, the multiplayer was so fucking dope on so many levels. That's why I have been attracted to Gears of War for all these years and have become an avid fan. Just like I said previously, Gears of War E-Day has a lot of pressure on its shoulders, right? This game has to perform. You actually have a crowd that's like really interested in the game, and they gotta show out here. They gotta make this game connect on all fronts here. And I'm going to, within this video, give you guys 5 things that you should be excited for Gears of War E-Day. So if you are a fan of Gears of War, period, give this video a big like. And if you care to stay up to date on all the Gears of War E-Day news and updates, consider subscribing today. So first things first, Marcus Phoenix returns. The legend of Marcus Phoenix lives on. That's the first thing we should be excited about here. No lie, Marcus Phoenix is back as a playable character within Gears of War E-Day. Now, it's a younger looking Marcus, as we all know, but it's Marcus Phoenix nonetheless, and I'm very excited that we get to take the wheel again as Marcus Phoenix and take on this new journey and adventure that he is facing within E-Day. Marcus Phoenix has been the face of Gears of War franchise for as long as it's been around, though after appearing in Gears of War 4 and 5 as a non-playable character, although a crucial one, the demand for him to return as a playable protagonist has only been growing. Gears of War 5 E-Day, Coalition is giving the fans what they want on that front. A young Marcus Phoenix will once again star as the central playable protagonist, and he will be joined by another pivotal fan favorite character in the form of Dominic Santiago, who makes his first appearance since 2011's Gears of War 3. Marcus and Dom formed an unshakable bond of brotherhood over the course of the original Gears trilogy, and now with E-Day, we're going to see that relationship in its formative years, per GamingBolt.com. Let's be real, that's heavy right there. Dom, Marcus teaming up again for us on screen. You gotta love it. You gotta appreciate this shit. This is like watching the Dudley Boys in their prime. You feel me? Shit like that, bro. Shit like that. I'm glad to see we are getting some of our favorite characters returning in this fashion, this form. Gears of War E-Day is really set up to do something magnificent. And I only hope and pray that we nail this and get this shit right. So, number 2. Brothers in Arms. The story of Marcus Phoenix and Dom coming together to take on the trials and tribulations of Emergence Day. This is going to be something that's going to be so epic, in my opinion. I feel as though Coalition Studios is going to do something not only remarkable, but something that's refreshing for the franchise and something that's really going to pull on the heartstrings of all of us. Everybody knows Dom's origin story, and I'll just say this here. He had some shit go down. You understand? He had some real things go down. You know what I mean? And we're going to see that story unfold again, and we're going to get more details as to Marcus Phoenix's early life alongside Dom. Now, mind you, if you didn't know, Dom has a brother that has passed away, right? So in saying that, Marcus Phoenix was also Dom's brother's friend. So we're going to see two people that have a significant loss in the game play together alongside each other and essentially grow closer together. We're telling the origin story of Marcus and Dom and their bond. This is the bond that defines the franchise, says creative director Max Sarces. They're not the characters that we know from Gears 1 to 3. They don't have 10 years of fighting locusts between them. When the game opens, there's supposed to be peace on Sarah, and they're trying to figure out life without this person they both love. People are going to see the formation of this brotherhood that is so iconic to Gears. We are going back in our storytelling bag here. This is going to be such an interesting dynamic between these two to just see what they go through being young soldiers on the field and figuring shit out, figuring life out, and just not knowing what's coming next. This is going to be something very special about the Gears of War Emergence Day story. And this is something that I really want to embrace and pay a lot of attention to, because this is something the game could really build upon and get momentum on, right? A lot of Gears fans, such as myself, want to see how this story develops and how they nourish it to be something special for Gears of War E-Day. Number 3, the return to horror. Now, this is something that I'm really, really excited about. If you guys didn't know, zoom in. I like horror movies. I like horror shit. I'm a fun guy, but I do love horror. I don't know if you guys know that. Chucky, Halloween, Jason, all that, Freddy. Listen, I love my slashers. I love horror. I love a good scream. And it seems as though we are going back to the essence of Gears of War being a dark, gritty, horror-esque shooter. I can't wait to see what they do here, because the dark overtones and what we are seeing, it's just bringing me back personally to 2006, where things were just going crazy for Gears. And I just want to embrace that so much and see how we are going to get surprised with this dark path that they are taking here. This really shouldn't be nothing new to any Gears of War fan OGs out there, because Gears of War 1 just set it off and just set that bar pretty high as far as like gruesome and brutality, and just putting you at the forefront of what the Gears of War story experience essentially is. Now we have updated technology, we have a lot of things going on here, and what Coalition could do here with embracing the horror aspect of Gears of War E-Day is something that I think is going to be magical. Number 4, visuals and gameplay. We are going to get crazy visuals. That's just guaranteed. I mean, look at the trailer, guys. Look at the trailer. And mind you, I almost cried looking at this thing. It just looks so epic. And then Dom appearing, all that good shit. Oh my God. But anyway, look at the visuals here. We're going to get a epic experience overall, along with new gameplay mechanics. Now, I don't know what they're going to do. This aspect of the game is really going to be a treat, because we don't know what we're going to get. They're definitely going to refresh some mechanics and add some new ones to add to the overall gaming experience. And you guys know me, stickler for gameplay, and I personally cannot wait to see how they wow us on that front. And coming in at number 5, the linear experience. This is something that I personally don't know if you folks at home really care about, but it means the world to me, honestly. The linear aspect of gaming is something that I feel is special. Ever since I played The Last of Us, I was just like, okay, linear really works on a lot of levels for storytelling, right? And Gears of War is going back to basics and going back to honing in on that linear experience. Now, the last Gears of War with the open world shit, wasn't really digging it. If I'm brutally honest with you. And to be honest with you, I really don't care for open world games. Going back to a linear story, keeping everything tight, efficient, and effective, I think is going to be super beneficial for Gears of War Emergence Day. Because honestly, I think Coalition going outside the box and doing something that is open world again just wouldn't bode well for this title at all. And then this would be a guaranteed flop. All the way, in my opinion, because I'm a personal fan of linear, but you guys let me know what you think on that. So, Gears of War Emergence Day. Flop incoming? We just don't know just yet. But these are the thoughts that have been rambling in my mind. I want this game to be special. I want it to be a huge success, but I do know the realities of what this game is facing, challenges-wise, right? And I'm pretty sure Coalition know that as well. They're aiming to please, and they're aiming to give us a home run type of experience, and I'm very much here for that. Speaking of pressure, there's this other game that you guys must check out here. This game is called Arc Raiders. It is a survival shooter that is begging for your attention. This video I made here is pure fire. Be sure to click here, and I'll be sure to see you there.